This is the speaking mock test of the International English Language Testing System taking place in Ross IELTS Academy. The candidate is Selma Taher. The candidate number is 014132788. The examiner is Ross, examiner number 443533. Good afternoon, my name is Ross. Would you please tell me your full name?
Good afternoon. My full name is Selma Taher.
And can I see your identification, please?
Sure, here you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
In the first part of the exam, I will ask you some personal questions. First, I'd like to ask about your family. Do you have a big or a small family?
I've got a big family. In my immediate family, we've got 8 members, including me, my parents, and my 5 siblings, 2 sisters and 3 brothers.
And how much time do you spend with your family?
I spend roughly 4 or 5 hours of the weekends with my family to talk about the activities we do when together. We sometimes hang out in a restaurant. Sometimes I ask them to come over in order to chit chat or have some fun.
And how has your family influenced you?
Honestly, family has played a very significant role in my life, as I believe family ties have shaped my character and behavior. On top of that, being among my family members has contributed to a better understanding of the world and myself.
Now, let's move on to talk about pens and pencils.
Okay.
Do you usually use a pen or a pencil?
I prefer pens over pencils because they're easier to use and my writing would be indelible. Plus, when I need to jot my lessons down on a notebook, I find writing with a pen more convenient and faster.
Do you think using pencils or pens give an impressive writing layout?
Not really. I think what makes a writing impress the reader is just the arrangement of the words and sentences. Therefore, pens or pencils are just a medium for bringing our thought into existence.
And how would you feel if someone gave you a pen as a gift?
I would feel over the moon if someone buys me a pen, since it is a unique choice as a gift. If my memory helps, some years ago, my husband gave me a set of very beautiful pens with a charming box as my birthday gift that always reminds me of the memorable moments of those years.
Now let's move on to talk about history. When you were a child, did you enjoy learning about history?
Actually not. The history classes were incredibly boring for me. I think it's because I couldn't see the point in learning obscure figures, monuments, or ancient sites. But now my attitude totally changed. I love history.
Have you ever been to a museum to learn about history?
Yes, of course. It was 2 years ago when I paid a visit to a contemporary art museum. As I am a big fan of history, I enjoy visiting historical places and museums.
When was the last time you read a book about history?
A book about the history, approximately 2 months ago. I studied some articles about the Native American tribes that helped me to gain a lot of new information about the history of those territories.
Okay, this is the end of the first part. Now I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say and you can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, here is paper.
Thank you.
Pen to make notes. And your 1 minute of preparation starts now. Okay, your 1 minute is over. Now you can start speaking.
Okay. I think the most significant occasion in everyone's life is marriage, which is full of promises and commitments. By getting married, the couples promise to believe in each other and be the biggest supporter, encourager, and all-around fan of one another. This is to say that they promise to be grateful for what they offered and forgive one another for what they knowingly or unknowingly have done. If my memory helps, the same kind of promise and commitment also happened to me some years ago. I was always well aware of my responsibility and commitments, which led to a sacred kind of respect toward my husband in this mutual relationship. That was a promise I had made, and in order to preserve that, I should have committed myself to be loyal, honest, patient, obedient, and easygoing. During all these years, I have been on my words and haven't broken my promises. Nevertheless, unfortunately nowadays, the main problem many couples have is that they don't know what the word commitment means. You know, when the couple are not committed to each other, they may fail to put enough effort into their relationship. Over the time, this could weaken the connection so much, and the divorce would be inevitable. As a result, lack of commitment can cause a downfall in a marriage and would also have a serious impact into their relationship, because that leads to issues related to trust, lying, as well as other forms of damage in a marriage. Overall, keeping your promise is a lot more important than you might think, since breaking a promise.
Thank you. This is the end of the second part. Please hand
Thank
back
you.
the
Yes.
picture. Thank you. So we've been talking about an occasion where you promised someone, and
Yes.
I'd now like to ask you some questions related to this. Do you think people are less committed to goals now than in the past?
Well, let me think about it. I don't believe so. There are still many people who have a passion for a specific aim and put all their time and energy into it so that they can make a good progress. This is because they enjoy committing themselves to staying focused on their goals and winning the respect of other people. So my answer to this question is no.
Okay, and what is the importance of commitment at work?
That's a very good question. For any company or organization, the employee's commitment to work is of a great consequence, because it's a two-way street for both the employee and the company, as they can all make a profit out of the business. Moreover, if a person is committed to his or her work, they will feel more satisfied to whatever job they are doing, and I think this will result to a better function at work. Other than that, there would be a higher chance for them to have crowning professional achievements or a better career path.
And has global and social networking enabled people to be more committed, or vice versa?
I suppose that they have made people show more commitment to the job they have, as global connectivity brings the world closer together, and high quality internet access enables people to present the best services to the world. In addition, social network competition has caused many companies to provide a better customer service in order to gain market share or for their business to take off.
And how can we teach young children to be committed to their goals and never give up?
That's a very controversial topic, but I think the first step would be to teach children to set goals and start working towards it. We can teach children by helping them think of a fun goal they could achieve within a short time. For example, they could finish a book they started or complete a craft project, because little goals are the best way to get children moving forward big goals. After that, the next step would be to develop the very important life skill called commitment. You know, commitment is one of those character traits that grows little by little as we encourage our kids to step out and try new challenges. So we can start it by some simple tasks. For example, getting them involved in daily household chores, or having them take care of pets, or working together on a big home project, and teaching them a sport or an instrument or some other activities like that.
Thank you so much. This is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to know what band score you'll get in the IELTS speaking test? Perhaps you want to improve your performance and prepare yourself for the real test? Then why not book an online mock test with us that will last for 25 minutes? 12 minutes of the test itself and 13 minutes of comprehensive feedback, plus we'll give you useful tips on how to make your performance better. Remember, all our examiners are especially trained by British Council instructors, so we know how to help you. Join us.